Oh, I didn't get blocks and stuff out yet, did I? I don't know. Joan is not. She's been exposed to COVID.
She's been what?
Exposed to COVID. So.
You have a daughter, Chris, that's COVID.
Chris, is that where you think she was exposed? She didn't tell me where she was exposed, so.
Yeah, it's your daughter. My daughter's had COVID now.
Yeah.
We've been pretty lucky.
Yep.
I haven't had any of this.
Alrighty. Sweet. Yeah, I think Diana will. I haven't heard from Tina. So, anyway.
Okay, you know everything to do. We've been trained. You've been well trained. Are you kidding me? We're well trained. Exactly.
Alrighty. Well, anything particular? How's that knee? You been doing that?
Yeah.
The exercises?
A little bit.
Well, tell
A
her.
little
Yes,
bit? Okay. A little bit is like
We
what?
have the perfect stool.
Found the perfect
Yes, we
stool.
have.
Perfect. Awesome, awesome. Well, I think we're gonna probably move today quite a bit, well, a little more than maybe normal.
Okay.
So, but
Move.
move our bodies, like move around.
No argument.
Let's see, is that good? That works. No, let's leave my hair last. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't start, it's 8, especially if you have to leave early. Yeah, just close it, you never click, make it click loud. You don't get to just softly sneak in.
You gotta click it out.
There you go. You have to have the click, or when the front door's open, it opens. Do you think we're gonna get sun today? Is it gonna come on? It might. Let me go grab the remote, just in case it gets too bright. No, that doesn't sound worth it at all. All righty, two.
Yay.
Yay!
Private yoga.
Private yoga. Well, if that's the case, we will focus on knees. Because we all have knees, right?
We have needs.
We have knees.
Needs for our needs.
Knees. I'm just gonna step
I have
down.
more needs than anybody else.
You have more knees than anybody else?
Okay.
All right, so we are going to start again with just a little seated meditation. So close your eyes. I kind of posted in the notes just this idea of what mindfulness. Sometimes meditation can be scary. we kind of go, oh, I don't know what to do. I just have to sit still like a robot for hours and hours. And some people do that for their meditation, but that isn't what meditation is. Meditation, mindfulness, is being mindful and sitting and just really trying to pull that brain back when it wanders. So find your breath, not that it's lost, but find your awareness of where your breath is. The inhale and the exhale. And we're just going to spend a moment just kind of analyzing what this breath feels like. And see, we're going to kind of experiment with some different feelings, right? Try to make your breath as you inhale light as a cloud, so soft that it's just fluffy. And the exhale is going to be audible out your mouth. And then close your lips and inhale through your nose. Soft clouds. And when you're ready to exhale, open and exhale. This is a fabulous breath anytime you feel tension, worry, concern, angst. We could list lots of words, right? You find that softest of inhales and an audible exhale. Now on this next exhale, go ahead and keep your mouth closed. And with your mouth closed, still try to do the but your mouth is closed. So it will be very much like, I'll make the noise, I can't talk and do it at the same time, here it comes. So it's almost like a sigh, but it's inside. My mouth is closed. It's actually pulling, using my throat to pull just the heated air down into my abdominal cavity. Inhale. And again, with your mouth closed, exhale. You're still trying to make that audible sound, but it's not as audible. You can hear it. And again, soft as silk. Beautifully done. Go ahead and as you inhale this time, let your shoulders come up. And as you exhale, still mouth closed, pull the shoulders down. Now, if you've got any kind of congestion, this starts to loosen up what's in your throat. So there's another huge benefit with them, especially with the mouth closed. Heating up the entire throat. When we heat the throat, when we heat the congestion, right, it helps eliminate. It helps us eliminate it. It makes it something where that you can cough and actually get rid of some of that. It breaks it down, okay? So another amazing thing about this breath. Mouth closed for the exhale. 3 more of these. You might hear noise around you. It's okay. We're just staying right. Last one. Mouth closed, exhale. Beautifully done. And go ahead and just pause for a moment. Breathe normally. So we're not focused on the breath right now, but it's there. We don't want to hold the breath. Just letting the inhales, maybe you feel some expansion in the rib cage, in the chest. Maybe you just feel expansion in the nose. Good. How is this team? This team is good. Oh, so good.
Good morning.
Good morning,
And
Randy.
blink open those eyes. Yeah, so we just kind of have been doing a little bit of a meditation, a little bit of a breath. So yeah, let's go ahead and start moving through your neck. So I thought today that we would have a little bit more of a moving class, right? Sometimes we always move, but sometimes we'll do specific body parts. And we're going to do that today, but we're going to just really kind of find an overall body movement. So while you're sitting in your chair, I just want you to start. Yeah, legs might go out. It might not be just the shoulders, right? You might drop a leg. You might go way wide. You're just looking for some areas. Ooh, where is sensation? Okay. And then I'll talk you through a couple. So shoulders, like you're doing a swimming stroke. You're just moving the shoulders. So normally we would swim with our arms, but we don't have to swim with our arms. We can just do this with the shoulder, finding the range of motion, just reaching it. And then reverse that, like you're gonna do the backstroke. And then would you try to lift like the elbow? Yeah, it's perfect, Tina. Just finding that lift that pulls it back. Notice the head tends to want to be forward. Go ahead and lifting up towards the, you're swimming the backstroke in a pool, and you're looking at that beautiful sky. And then pause and go forward again. This forward, yeah, head can be a little bit down. In fact, you can tuck your chin. If you tuck your chin, you're going to get a little more stretch in the neck. And then last time, go ahead and backstroke again. So that's always an option. But notice, okay, sometimes those shoulders, you just kind of go, oh, that's a little burny already. Can you feel that burn already? You're kind of like, oh my goodness. Go ahead and take one ear to the shoulder. Now, we do sometimes bring our hand over, but we never pull the head, okay? The head pushes into the hand, and then we pull this hand down. Yeah, it's gonna push like you've got a ball right here next to your hip, and you're pushing that ball. You'll feel that stretch. The head is going this way into the hand. The hand still is pulling, but there's that connection of give and take. And then go ahead and gently bring the hand to the back of your head. Tuck your chin towards this side of the body, right? Feel that stretch on the neck. Your hand is still pushing that ball. What that does is engage the shoulder. So the shoulder's pulling and the neck. Go ahead and turn it a little bit more. So now it's like the chin is going towards your armpit. And then come slowly back through. And roll it up and around. Oh, yeah. And then just pause. Can you feel the difference between one side and the other? So meditation, right? Mindfulness. This is being mindful. Just noticing, the work I did here and how that feels. Now, if you felt that there was pain here, right? Then you'd kind of go, nope, I don't want to have pain, right? You don't want to move that intense. Go ahead and try the other side. Up and over. You can take the head down a little, but then push the head back into that arm. Let this hand reach down. Find that squishy ball. Push it in towards your chair, towards your hip. Breathe. Yeah. And then go ahead. The hand's moving here. You're taking the chin at an angle. So it's almost like a 45-degree angle here. Still pushing the squishy ball. And then chin towards your armpit. Oh, that's just so amazing. And then come all the way back through. Go ahead and release the hand. Look up. Okay, just look up and look like you're reaching side to side. You might want to close your eyes here in the room because those lights are pretty bright. And then go ahead and tuck the chin. And again, you're just moving it side to side. And then go ahead and bring it back forward and just go over one shoulder and over the next shoulder. And the one, and then the other. Oh, yeah. And then pause. mindfully pay attention. How did that feel? I don't know about you, but it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I feel like I could be a bobblehead. It's one of those little things because there's an ease to that movement. Let's warm up our low backs, or through our backs, okay? So we're gonna now bring the shoulders forward, creating a round forward. And back, creating a little bit of a back bend, and forward, and back, and forward, and back, and then add a twist. So one hand's gonna cross over, just other hand behind the chair, reach and find the twist. Come back to center, go ahead and go forward and back, forward and back, and then twist the other side. Find the give, find the reach, yeah, beautifully done. Oh, and then come back. So we're gonna go back and forth between this twist, moving with our breath, which makes us move a little faster sometimes. The inhale is here. The exhale is going to bring you back. Inhale here, exhale back. Now change it. Inhale here, exhale. Notice the difference. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale here, exhale. And then slow it down. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale here, exhale. One more, the last side. Inhale here, exhale. Beautifully done. Go ahead and bring forearms to the thighs. Lean forward. So we're going to get right into the low back here. Turn so you can see this. With here, okay, you're leaning forward. You're just going to tuck the tailbone and untuck the tailbone. Tuck and untuck. Let yourself feel. Is there a stretch on that low back? Just kind of enjoy that. Okay, at first you kind of go, oh, that's tight, right? And then you just breathe and keep moving in and out. And all of a sudden, some of that movement becomes just yummy now. It's like, oh, that feels so good. Tucking the tailbone, reaching back with the back, coming forward. It's a little bit of a cat-cow, just here in our seat. And then come back forward, because we really are going to work this sun salutation that we used to do quite a bit of, and now we just kind of do it towards the end of class. Inhale, reach the arms. Oh, I've got that screen a little high. Hang on. There we go. And then lean forward. Now, if you need to, you're here. Go post out to the side. Okay, hands come here. We've done this before. This isn't new. Tuck and round back. Tuck the chin, tuck your back. Pull back with your back, and then inhale, sit on those sit bones and come all the way back as tall as you can. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Hands come down, inhale. Exhale, pull back. Take another breath here. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale, unwind. And shoulders come down. Here we go again. Inhale and exhale. Hands down, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, curl it open. We're not staying for that extra breath. And exhale. Okay, 3 more. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Here we go. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Beautifully done. Go ahead and wiggle now. How do you feel? Let your hips even wiggle. Almost like you're trying to do the hula. I was with my grandkids this past weekend, I guess it was, when I was babysitting, and we did, we called them bum walks, walking on your rear end. So it was literally, of course, yeah. So it was just lifting one cheek, right? Whoa, those birds are very active today. Lift, and then you walk forward. So on your chair, okay, if you, really try to pick up and lift, moving forward and moving back. What it does is it gets this QL, which is hard to get when we sit. Okay, so you really are moving backwards and forwards on your chair. Let your rear end move back and forward and back. I know, welcome to my life, and forward. We used to do this when I was dancing in, gosh, I can't even remember if it was junior high or even high school. Sometimes they would for musical theater plays, right? Come forward the last time, come to the edge of the chair, and notice the work that you've done around your waistline, right? And then just kind of move and feel. So I'm going to give us a time after we do everything to just kind of wiggle and feel what we just did for our bodies, right? Go ahead and lean forward again, forearms on the thighs. You can just bring hands, palms together. Take a deep inhale and just let your body pause. We're going to take about 5 breaths here. Not really moving, but breathing. Eyes can be closed or eyes can be open. Notice your back. Notice your hips. Your shoulders, we've worked. The spine, the neck. Take a couple more deep breaths. Not judging, oh, my back hurts, or my knee hurts, or I didn't do it very good, or I didn't understand. None of that. That all goes out. That's the stuff you can throw out with the bathwater, right? You don't throw out the baby, but you can throw out all those judgments of, I'm not very good at this, I don't do that very well. Those don't serve us. And then come back up. We doing okay? That doesn't hurt anybody's back to do that, does it? Good. Okay, grab a block. We're going to start, we've done this before, just up and down with our feet. So, I've got tight calves today. So, ball of the foot, drop the heel. Pick up the heel. Drop the heel. You are welcome, just not right on the knees. You can put the hands on the thighs, but you don't want to put pressure on the knee here. So up and back down, and up and back down. And then keep the lean a little further. Can you lean to where your chest is actually on your thighs? So if your arms are here, you're moving the hands out of the way so that you can come just a little bit lower. One of the things you're going to find is if you can get your chest right on your thighs, belly, chest, the whole thing, okay? You've got a little bit of a push down on this heel. Go ahead and tuck the chin, just letting the head hang. This is a place it's okay, it's safe to let the head hang. Shake it, no. Nod it, yes. And then inhale. Just use your hands back on your thighs and come all the way up. That's one of the places where our back actually gets that little extra stretch because it has to come up and over our bellies, our chests, and we get a little bit more movement. And because our belly is right on our thighs, right, like this, you can't breathe. And so the breath actually can expand into the back. It's one of the most healing things we can do for our back. Okay, will you take that block to the other side? Heel comes down. Oh, stretch. That's the pickleball on Monday. Come back up, go back down. I haven't played for a couple of weeks, and we played for 3 hours on Monday, so it was kind of crazy, but so fun. But I knew I'd be sore when I just started that, it started to, we were outside and started to get cold. And I'm like, my body's feeling cold. That's not a good sign. And go ahead and lean. Now lean, go ahead. Start here, right? And then let your whole body kind of lie on, just come down. Don't let your knees go wide. It's uncomfortable, okay? Hands can just hang. You can hold on to the sides of your legs. You can hold on to your chair. See if you can let the head hang. And again, you've got some pressure on this heel. You've got the head shake, no, nod it yes. Take a breath and let your back just expand. And then hands come to the thighs, bring yourself back up. Pause for a moment. Okay, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I come back up, you're a little like that.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, whoa. Yeah, just pause. Let that equilibrium come back into being. And take a couple of deep breaths. Beautifully done. We're going to do one more thing for the spine. We'll do more than that, but okay, grab hold of the back of your chair. I'm going to turn around, but just reach, don't turn, just reach and grab, okay? I want you to be able to see. The shoulders, they love to roll forward. I need to stop wearing black. It's harder to see, I think, on the screen in black. Pull the shoulders back, pull the elbows back. Try to push down into your hands. They're just going to push into the backs of the chair, right? So push your hand down. That's going to give just a little, because of Newton's law, when I push into there, something's got to give. The E has to happen in the body. I'm going to let it be my chest reaching up. Yeah, let the head come, let the chin go, just a little. Take a couple of deep breaths, really trying to expand. I think of a peasant blouse. You've got all of this that's so tight, and then the blouse is just puffy up on top, right? So just let it puff, and then release. I'm sure you've worn one of those peasant blouses before. It's like, so now just kind of pause again. How did that make my body feel? Notice your breath. Is it easier to breathe deeply when you've opened through the rib cage, through the chest, right? Because the ribs are also have muscles in between, right? And so there's this expansion. So we're just going to try and expand the breath and then pull back in. I want you to feel as if you're a bellows, right? Okay, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Can you feel on the exhale as if there's a corset or a big massive belt and it's just squeezing it out? And inhale and exhale. And then just pause again. When you pause, try to let the breath be that puffy cloud breath. And notice, do you feel different? So that's something you can do every day. It's diaphragmatic breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing. Get the word right in there. Beautifully done. Okay, take your legs wide. Let's take a block underneath one foot. Okay, remember the knee, the foot can turn out wider than the knee, but we want the knee and the foot turn out to match. Wherever the foot is, doesn't matter which side, okay? Plant down, plant the foot there. We're going to get into these hip sockets. Go ahead and just wiggle side to side. That, just move it. Oh, yeah. Move yours, block out this way. Yeah. You want even more, even more. I want more of a right angle here than this on the knee. So you got to pull it out. Yeah. Now, leave it out, okay? We don't talk a ton in this class about pelvic floor, but I'd like you to feel as if the pelvic floor is a jellyfish, and you're just going to try and lift it up towards your rib cage, maybe towards your chest, and then release it and lift it up. Notice that as you lift it up, can you feel your glutes tighten? Yeah, so lift it up. Those glutes can tighten a little bit and then release it and lift it up. This is internal stuff. Again, spine, but also opening in that hip. Open it up. Now, hold it up and just pull the knee wide. It's not this knee, it's this knee. Just pull it wide. Okay, you're still lifting up that pelvic floor and then release it all. Bring this leg down. Okay, that's the one I have to be careful, and we just move it back and forth. Okay, now pause. I want you to notice the difference between legs. Okay, this one is tingly, it is warmer, right? So we're just trying to practice being mindful. How do I feel? How does my body react when I do this? Did that cause any undue pain? You did notice that I had to kind of pull in. That's where, for whatever reason, wherever I'm missing a little bit of padding on that hip socket, that's what hurts. Okay, take it to the other side. Out it goes. Now, you can totally do this on the floor. The thing this does is it brings the leg up a little bit more and works this hip flexors. And in that hip a little deeper. Look, you're just wiggling side to side. Yeah, beautifully done. That okay on your knee?
I'm holding it.
Okay. So if you'll push the block more forward, yeah, it'll be easier on the knee. Okay. So find, okay, and then you're just gonna hold it, pull that pelvic floor up, lift, go ahead and lower it. Go ahead and lift it up. Notice that when I lift that up, there's gotta be there's this same reciprocal action. I find myself pushing almost into that block with the foot. So release, go ahead and pull it up. I'm pushing down because it helps me find a little bit more lift. You'll notice that the hips are coming up just a little bit. I'm gonna get some sun today. Go ahead and keep going.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Where are
Too far away.
you? There it is.
Another.
Just have to get the remote on the right spot. You're just gonna bring that down a little bit so that it's not. Okay, so we're gonna hold it up and then you're just gently pulling and tugging back the knee wide. The foot really doesn't get to move. Okay. That is some of the best work we can do on that hip socket. Okay, and then release. Bring it in and just wiggle side to side. Beautifully done. Did you feel it in your low back as well? A little bit. One of the things the lift of the pelvic floor will do is because it's taking the muscle up like this, it actually takes the low back and it lets it expand. So you get a little bit of an expansion sideways here, which is always good for our low backs. We compress, and when we find that pull up and that expansion, it actually gives us space between the vertebrae, and our backs love lengthening. So we're going to just lengthen up. Go ahead and bring the knees together. Actually, I'm going to have you bring a block. Okay? You can put the foot on it, but you can have the heel hanging off. Again, make it forward enough so you don't have a very deep bend in the knee. Okay? You can be on either side of the block like this. As you lengthen up, I want you to feel as if somebody's holding underneath your armpits and they've taken you up. The shoulders will come with you. Stay up here in the side body and just pull the shoulders around behind. Now you're going to feel as if maybe a string and between the shoulder blades, and that string is lifting you. You should feel some space. Take and tighten the muscles of the core as you lengthen. I cannot tighten the muscles of my core without my glutes. The sit bones kind of squeeze together a little bit. Try to lift the pelvic floor as well. So we're just kind of trying to get taller and taller and taller, and then just release it all. That's a lot of work. We have so many tiny little muscles along the spine that keep us erect. That gravity tends to just do this too, right? So when we try to lengthen, that's what we're trying to do. You getting a tingle? Push, okay, that's spine stuff. Yeah, here we go again. Push into the block. Look at this time where you lift your heels up, okay? So you're just pushing in the ball of the feet. You're gonna feel like you can go just a little taller. With those happen, the knees have come up. Doesn't really change this, but as you lengthen up, right? Feel as if somebody's lifting the armpits. Let the shoulders come. They go up, and then the shoulders come back, but the body. Now there's a string here and a string between the shoulder blades, and it's just slowly lifting you taller. And as you do that, where you kind of squeeze the glute muscle a little, you're not going to change your spine, but you're going to find that that push down, something's got to lift. You want to lift against that push, find that lengthen, and then release. Yeah, come and wiggle. Do a little bit. Ooh, does that curl feel so good now? After we've lengthened that spine. Beautifully done. Okay. Grab your strap. We're going to twist with our strap today, okay? Would you take the block and you're just going to hold it between the ankles and squeeze the ankle bone into the block, okay? You again are just a 90. You may feel like you have more power here. You might, but it's harder on the knees. So that's why we work here, okay? We work the entire foot. So squeeze the block. When you do that, you're going to feel as if that foot is pushing down into the floor. Go ahead, and we're just going to, before we do anything with the strap, push just one foot down and you'll feel this whole glute up inside, and then shift. So my knees are moving like maybe this much, right? They're just barely moving. But you just kind of push into one foot and then the other, and you'll feel glute contract, glute contract, glute contract. These glutes and hamstring, it's the hardest thing we have to work, okay? So you're just, and when you do that, the bum walking, that's one of the things we're doing, is working those legs and those hips, okay? And then release. Go ahead and hug that back in. Bring the strap. You're gonna it's just shoulder height, not even, maybe a little lower. You're gonna pull just a tiny bit. So I think my strap moved, 3 inches total, okay? And then you're just gonna come over to the side and come back. And come to the side and come back. Keeping the pull the whole way. And then if you want, you can go from one side clear to the other. Inhale would be here. Exhale would be there. Inhale would be here. Exhale would be there. Pause, take an inhale. And exhale would be there. And inhale. And exhale. Just changing up our breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more, each side. Inhale. And exhale, squeezing the block. And release. Oh, yeah.
That's harder than it seems.
I know. Isn't it crazy? Go ahead and notice I'm still cat counting, right? This rounding of the spine, this opening of the spine. Finding that give and take. Okay. This is maybe a little hard to set up, but lay out the strap, put the block in it, put your feet on either side. Okay. There you go. Do you need help getting that block down? Okay. The strap will just, you got it. You got to step on either side of the block. There you go. So you're still hugging the ankles in. Yeah. I know. It's like, that's really awkward. I understand. Okay. Now we're just going to pull elbows straight back, one arm at a time. So it'll look like this. Back and down. Back and down. Now, if you feel like that's not much work, you can take it deeper, but you don't have to. Pull and back, pull and back, pull and back, pull and back. Try not to let the elbow do this. I'm pulling it right alongside my body. right? Now, pull back. Now let's see if we can do it a little faster. Ready? It's gonna go one and then the other, and then one and then the other. So there's a pull and a pull. Yeah, we're doing both directions. Beautifully done. Couple more. 2, last one, and release. Release the strap. You can bring it up here, roll through those shoulders. We're gonna do one more thing. Beautiful. Oh, stretch through those shoulders. Again, a little bit of cat-cow. Pause in that little meditation. How do I feel? Okay, we're gonna do some side bending. So, you know what, this one I haven't really fiddled with a ton. Grab with strap, one hand on the side of the chair. So you're grabbing the chair. The other hand, you're gonna pull and try to lengthen. Nah, it's too hard, never mind. That doesn't work. No, yeah, because I want to go up and over this way. I want to get some this kind of bending. We tend to lose as we age. We get this. We've got this mobility. We lose, but the twisting and the side bending, we lose that. So lose the strap. It can just come up over your legs because we are going to use it again, right? Put one hand down. Just come up and over. And back. I know. And up. And hurt. Oh, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
And back. And up. And back. One more. And up. Yeah. And back and change sides. Up. And if that arm doesn't, you know, if the shoulder's an issue, go from here. Or just lift your elbow. That elbow is connected, right? There's a muscle that connects the arm bone with that rib cage. Oh, why wouldn't we do this every day? Last one. And then pause. How does that make you feel, right? And then find a little bit of that cat-cow. Cat-cow, this is the movement that is kind of the easiest for our spine. Now, we're going to change this cat-cow into kind of, we're going to try and angle it. Good luck, watch with me. So it's like I'm going to go this way forward and then this way back. So it's like I'm kind of going side to side. I know, I look awkward too. Okay, and then come back to center, go to the other direction. It's like a 45-degree angle. It's like I'm taking the rib cage that way and then this way. And then that way, and then this way. And just last one here, and then here, and then see, can you make this massive barrel roll, okay? I heard the best analogy, have you ever used a pedestal to grind any herbs or anything, right? You've seen that. This is what I'm doing inside my hips. I'm finding that range of motion, then we're going to reverse it. Now, at first, you'll kind of go, oh, that feels so awkward. And then you can maybe get to where there is some actual rib cage moving away from the hips, and then just pause again. Yeah, we're working core a lot. Beautifully done. How do you feel? How does the body? Go ahead and, again, put your forearms on your thighs and take a lean. This sometimes helps us breathe deeper because 60% of our breathing capacity is in our. So go ahead and tuck your chin. You can look towards the floor and just try to breathe and expand your back. Breathe and let the lungs behind you inflate. Take another couple of breaths. Soften the breath. See if you can find that puffy cloud breath again. Last one. And just hold. Go ahead and let the head hang. Tuck your chin, stretch along the back of the neck. and then slowly use your hands. You might come up and feel a little lightheaded again. It's okay. Okay, last one with the strap. Can you take the strap and crisscross it?
Okay, you want this?
Yeah, it's just once. It's just crisscrossed once. Hands are at the knees, okay? There is no stretch in these straps. So you haven't reached down and done this with them, okay? You just right here. Yeah, my straps are longer than a lot of the straps. I cut them myself, that's why. Ready? Okay, this time we are gonna let the elbows go out to the side. So you're gonna lift it up and back down. And lift it up and back down. If you can go higher, you can lift them higher. You can go up and back down. Try not to, see how my wrists are giving. Try to make the arm go straight. Yeah, mine are giving too. Come straight. There you go. Come straight. Now hold the straight. Oh yeah. Okay. Tiniest little lift with the shoulder. Depress. Lift. Depress. So it's my shoulder blade sliding up and down, up and down, up and down, and release. Yeah, we won't do too much of that. Woo!
You can feel it.
Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it. So fabulous work. All righty, let's stand. Go ahead and come to the back of your chair. Yeah. Feel those bodies. For just a moment, stop. Hold on to the back of your chair. Oh. Find some wiggle. What feels good, right? Is there a roll through the shoulder? Is there an in and out? I love to do the squeeze my shoulder blade together, which opens through the heart, and then reach it forward. So this part of the cat-cow is more in the upper back, right? I love doing that. And then stretch back. Find your down dog, right? Oh, let your armpits stretch, okay? I know, whoever thought would stretch our armpits, but just let them stretch, holding onto the chair, reaching the hips back, bend your knees. The more you bend your knees, the deeper stretch you're going to get in those armpits, right? If you can, see if you can bring your head so it's the ears are in between the arms. We haven't really done a ton of this with the head. I'm not hanging it down below, right? I'm just reaching it. Now reach the crown of the head forward, the sit bones back. You're gonna feel like, for once, I'd like to be able to control my own, one of those torture tables, right? Where they stretch them. I just wonder at how that would feel. If I could just do it I don't want to do it beyond, right? But just to find that extra little length we're creating. This okay on you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so inhale. Arms are gonna come up. Exhale, plant them down. You're going to go back. You're going to take 5 breaths, bending the knee, reaching the crown of the head forward, reaching the sit bones back. So you're just trying to find space. Expand through expand. Beautifully done. I'm watching, okay? When you hit your 5th exhale, take another inhale and then just exhale. But when you exhale, can you see what I'm doing? Round through your spine, tippy toe the feet in, really come to a round before you unwind it up. And if you feel a little lightheaded, just kind of come and pause. Yeah. Here we go again. Inhale the arms up. If you're lightheaded, you're breathing too intently, slow the breath. Take it back. Find the knees bent. Find the stretch. The crown of the head's going towards my hands. My sit bones are going towards the back wall. Take another 3 breaths. Soft breaths. As slow as you can, but it doesn't have to be slow as everybody else, and it doesn't have to just do your breath.
Last one. Exhale. Go ahead and take a big deep inhale. And then up you come. You're rounding through that spine, right? Come and just tippy toe back into the chair, right? And then unwind the spine. Find a couple stretches. Is it just me? I'm a little lightheaded. Did you get a little lightheaded? Yeah. Okay. Any breakfast had this morning? Yeah. See, I haven't had it either. Yeah. That will do that. That will do that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's about time for you to
Yeah,
go.
we got 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. Because this is like the perfect way to end. Okay. So we're going to add one more thing on here. Just take your right foot and step it behind you. So it's the right foot, okay? With socks on, be really careful here, okay? Come up on your back toes, turn. So this foot, I step back with my right foot, right? I'm not letting this happen with the heel. I'm up on all those toes, okay? I'm just trying to keep it straight behind me. Okay, and then I want you to just bend this knee and you're just going to bring your body towards it. That should feel pretty good right around this back. Okay, let your elbows can go out to the side. They can pull the chair. If you pull them below the chair, you're going to get a little more stretch on the mid back. Yes, and then come back up. Ooh. Wiggle. Second side, step back. Try to be up on the back toes. It's not a ton of work. You don't have to do a ton of work. Bring your body closer to the chair. That in itself will stretch your low back. Okay? Hang your elbows down if you can. That's going to stretch a little deeper into those ribs. And then come all the way back up. Oh, yeah. Roll through. Beautifully done. Fabulous work. Okay. You probably should scoot. Just leave your stuff. I'll pick it up. Okay, we got some bodies that are leaving early. Okay. So, let's get to the floor. I'm going to turn the lights down. Come onto your backs on the floor and start windshield wipers, right? Side to side. These twists, again, are so valuable. So as you come down onto your back, knees are planted, arms are out to the side. I think you can see me. And then just knees go one direction, gaze goes the other. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going. Move with your breath. It is your soft breath. We are not aggressively working.
Oh, now you do it.
Beautifully done. Finding the give. Oh, it's so good. And then go ahead and plant or stop the side to side twist. We're just going to go up and down with our hips, bridge pose. Please bring your elbows in alongside your body and plant them on the floor. I like hands up in the air. They don't have to stay here. If you'll push into the back of your head and your elbow, you can actually lift the chest, pull the shoulders a little bit more on the back. And then when you come down, you've already got a little bit of a back bend happening in the chest area. Elbows are still planting. Push into your feet and just gently lift the hips up. This is the opposite motion of what we just did. And then rolling back down. The inhale is going to bring you up. The exhale will bring you down. Moving very slowly with your breath. Inhale. You don't have to go very far to get the work of this. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, see you two. And exhale down. And then just pause. Take your feet as wide as your mat and knock your knees together. Just let them kind of knock. If they don't knock very easy, Tina, I'm gonna grab your block because you can't get it from there. Put a block between them so that you can really feel. Yeah. Release on the back. Breathing deeply. These bodies, these amazing bodies, we tend to be so critical of what they can and can't do. And I've noticed as I've aged, right, as I'm aging, that when things hurt, you just want to complain, you want to feel. But it really is just the same as anything. We don't really get to determine how we feel, but we determine what we do with that feeling. We might get offended. We might feel angry. Are we going to dwell on that? Or do we breathe and without judgment go, you're angry, why, right? So we're looking for to really using our body, release emotion. Find some deep breaths. And then go ahead, hold the block, grab it in one hand. We're going to do waterfall pose. Now, if you can't get up on the block, you're welcome to just go up with your legs. They're going to go up in the air. They just kind of hang out up there. But if you'd like to, you can take the block. You're going to bring it to its lowest setting, and you're just going to come and put the sacrum right on it. So you're just right there on the sacrum, and then the legs, maybe they can go just up in the air. Yeah, just let them hang out up in the air. It is about as upside down as sometimes we can get. If you're having troubles with your feet staying up in the air, it really is kind of where you put the block or where you are balancing. Because you get into one place, you can stay here quite indefinitely. Beautifully done. And then come down. If you've got a block, you'll plant your feet, you'll lift up a little bit and come back down. And then go ahead, we're actually going to take a twist and hold. So take your legs to one side, look the other way, and if you want, instead of having them apart like windshield wipers, you can actually stack one knee on top of the other knee. So that left knee, Tina, can come on top of the right. Yeah, it's a deeper twist. And then look back the other direction. Now notice your breath here. It is hard to breathe in twists. So try to find that soft, little fluffy cloud again. Doesn't have to be this big, masterful breath. You'll notice stretch on the outside of the hip, up into the waistline. We've worked those hips today. And then go ahead and just bring the knees back up. Come across the sacrum and go to the other side. You may stack one leg on top of the other and then just twist back the other direction. When I first come into the twist, it's like, oh, and then as I breathe, I can feel things release. The inhale and the exhale. Again, mindfulness is being present right here, right now. What is my body doing? How do I feel
without a judgment placed on how you feel or how your body's moving. That's mindfulness. That's an exercise in and of itself to just be mindful. Notice the breath. As it started to get a little bit easier to stay in this twist. And then go ahead, bring one knee up and then the other, and we're going to work right into Shavasana. Okay. I'll grab your bolster team. Okay. Grab something, whether it's a blanket or a bolster or some pillows, to put right underneath those knees to help release your back. Oh, look at you. I don't even need my help anymore. Yeah. So this tends to release the back, right? Let it just give. Go ahead and just kind of wiggle through your fingers and toes. We've got a minute. Maybe you roll through your ankles and your wrists. Maybe you roll head side to side. And then see if you can come to a place where the whole body can just relax. If this isn't enough, bend those knees and come back into where the knees touch or a block underneath in between the legs touch. This releases the low back. I'm going to give you a good about 3-minute Shavasana today. This is a place where we definitely are still breathing, but we really don't focus on the breath. But if you find your mind wandering, then you can use the breath to bring it back. Again, constantly bringing it back without judgment that it left. Our brains are meant to think. We're just training them to kind of go, oh, I'll worry about that later, right? Right now, right here, be present. Be mindful. Notice the quiet in your room, wherever you're at. There might be noises going on, but feel what you've created with your body in your space. And when we do this and then we walk, find that we're able to deal with people kinder, with more compassion. We have that ability to really let go of the judgment. I'll end right here. The light, the goodness that's within me is also within each of you. I see it and I bow to that light. Namaste.
How's